Okay guys, in this one I want to talk about Cornell Notes. Cornell Notes is just one note-taking system. I find it really useful, I find it really intuitive, and it helps to get your ideas down about what you do and don't know. So when you're taking notes about work or doing some research, for me in class or for any of your other science teachers or any of your other teachers in any class for that matter, what we're actually looking to find out is what you are learning as brand new information, and comparing that to what you may have already been able to understand or what you'd already picked up in class. So we're not looking at it as a way for you to just do all the work, we're actually using it as kind of a formative assessment tool in that way. So Cornell Notes, they help you to summarise. So summarising doesn't mean copying and pasting, summarising doesn't mean writing down huge amounts of information. Summarising basically means a whole bunch of dot points. So all of the words that I'm saying at the moment, that's, the big slab of text, and this stuff down here is me summarising that for you. Alright, so at the end of this, however long it goes for a video, I'm going to have said a lot of stuff, but you can summarise it into these 3 or 4 different ideas down here. Alright, so what I'm looking for you guys to do is take dot points about this information. I want you to underline important stuff. I want you to highlight or circle useful or new information. I want you to put question marks. So question marks for questions about what you don't quite understand yet. Alright, so the whole point of Cornell Notes is to help you identify key ideas. It helps you to write down things that you might need to ask for help from me, or other things that you might need to research a little bit further for later. And there's really 3 things I want you to do. I want you to underline the important stuff, I want you to circle the useful or new information, or new words maybe, and I want you to write a question mark or a Q in the margin next to it to identify things you might not quite get yet, or things that you need to look at further. So over here, what I'm going to start doing is overlaying some information about Newton's laws. Alright, so that's one of the topics that we're going to cover in science. I'm a physics teacher, I love talking about Newton's laws. So over here what I've got is an example of a slab of text from a website, and right next to that what we've got now is a version of this, what you should have written down based on that text. I'm also going to make this available on the Files tab up there, wherever it is, as an example of how to do Cornell Notes. Alright, so as we're working through this term, and for the rest of the year, and for next year and the year after if I'm your teacher, these are the sorts of things that I want you to be doing, using something as simple as the Cornell Note system to write all this stuff down. If it helps you to summarise it further, and with me it definitely does, rule up your page. So I don't want you to do this necessarily in a Word document. You can, but it makes it more intuitive if you're actually writing yourself. At the top you're going to have a title. Down about a third of the page on the left hand side is room for you to write key ideas. You're probably only going to have 3, maybe 4 key ideas per slab of text, website, YouTube video like this one, and over here is space for you to elaborate a little bit, to draw pictures and to write down equations or something like that. Alright, so, and at the bottom, nearly missed it, at the bottom is a place for all of your questions to go, and those are the things that I can help you out with, and those are the things that I want you to email to me, bring up when we're having the online lessons, bring up when we're back in class having the face-to-face lessons. Alright, that way you're really clear about what you do get, and really clear about what you need a little bit of help understanding further. Alright, so I hope this has helped, so that when you're watching these videos you actually watch them rather than just sort of looking at them. So every time I want you to watch these videos, I want you to whisk the videos. Watch, summarise, question. Alright, first go through, watch it once, just watch, listen to me talk. The second time I want you to go through and hit the pause button, and then when you found out something maybe important, write it down as a dot point. If there's something that's useful or new, write it down as a dot point. If there's stuff that you're really struggling with still, write it as a question down the bottom. All right, and I'll be able to help you with those things.